believe that these people know that about you on the first phone call? If you get good at this, you can use that as your listing presentation. I know that a lot of you feel like, oh, I'm not have the setup, but just use your phone. A phone is better than nothing. That's actually what I shot this on. Because if you want to work with $1 million sellers, you want to talk to what $1 million sellers are experiencing, right? So I've noticed for a long time that people in other industries do this. So if you were to look for a plumber, you would see a guy saying, hey, do you have a broken sink? Here I am to help you. You see commercials all the time, but for some reason, realtors, we've never done this. Does anyone know a realtor that has a video sales letter explaining what they do and why they do it? Not one, right? So why aren't we doing this? This is a tool for almost every industry, but we don't use it. Why? So what is the video sales letter? It's a mini presentation that tells the consumer exactly what to expect and the next steps to engage with you. And we're gonna do this all together. So why do you need one? As a realtor, why do you need one? If you could have clients coming to you daily and you didn't have to prospect as much, would your life improve? Let me get a hell yeah, somebody, please.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Are any of you tired of when you speak to an expired, the same old questions? What makes you different? What are you gonna do my last agent didn't do? Any of you ever get tired of those questions and wish you could just hit a button? Here's what I'll do. So that's exactly what your video sales letter is going to do for you. Instead of having to chase people constantly, it's going to start attracting the right clients, the people you want to work with, and it's going to help you to not have to constantly be on the hunt so that you can have deals coming to you. So what if we could scale our listing presentation? Do you think that if you got in front of 20 sellers at one time, you'd have a better likelihood of getting one listing? Where do most sellers go, or most consumers in general, where do they go when they're thinking about hiring a professional?
Google.
Online.
Absolutely. They Google, they go online. What's the biggest search engines right now where people go to find how-tos?
ChatGPT. I just got a listing from ChatGPT actually.
That's amazing. You're on the right track. Yes, YouTube and ChatGPT. Exactly. So if you don't already have your YouTube channel, this can be the first thing you put up there. YouTube is a great resource for housing your video sales letter, because when sellers and buyers start thinking, well, I've had this listing with this guy for like 8 months now. Yeah, he helped us on our last deal, but we're starting to lose a little bit of confidence in him. What do you think they start doing? They start looking for somebody else to hire, right? So we want to be the person that's the net that they say, oh my God, Consuelo, that's the one. She just said she can do it. I want to hire her. She just said that she's going to get me my price in 45 days or less, and she just helped 5 people in my neighborhood. I'm going to hire her. Do you guys believe that these people know that about you on the first phone call? Half the time they hung up on you before you could even tell them. So what if instead of chasing people, we started sending them our video sales letter? How about every time somebody hangs up on you, you just send it to them? Do you think that you would convert more leads? So we want to scale our listing presentation. And how we do that is by having a place where sellers and buyers are going to go to find what we offer. The best place to do that is YouTube, and also making sure that you're ChatGPT-able. Helps you to build trust. Isn't that our #1 issue when we're prospecting and looking for clients? Why you? That's like one of the #1 questions they ask you guys, right? We want to give them something that builds trust. If you get good at this, you can use that as your listing presentation. People will start to say, I want to work with Ruben. I just saw that video. No other agent showed me anything like that. I trust him. And you know what the questions are like at that point when they do call you? How much are you going to list it for? What's your commission? How long will it take? We all know that when we get those 3 questions, we got them. They've already decided that they want to hire you. At this point, they're just looking to find out what it's going to cost them, how long it's going to take. So I want you to know that there's 2 different ways to do this. You can do it absolutely for free with your own tripod.
look out for and what to look for when hiring your next agent. Good morning. Today is Saturday. It is 10 a.m. My name is Jessica Nelson, and this is How to Get Your Home Sold webinar. Why am I hosting this? You're about to find out, but I can imagine what led you here. All of these phone calls from real estate agents. Why are they calling me now? And where the heck were they when my home was on the market? Very common question. And it's something I'm going to help answer for you today. Some of the other questions I'm sure you have. Why didn't my home sell? Okay.
Okay, so this takes a while to watch, but this is an entire listing presentation, basically in the form of the video sales letter. If you guys want to watch it, I just dropped the link in the chat. I notice how it is shot on my own camera. It's not professional. The lighting is like kind of weird. You do not have to have, you know, a $5,000 camera and a whole crew. I know that a lot of you feel like, oh, you know, I'm not have the setup, but just use your phone. A phone is better than nothing. That's actually what I shot this on. So for your video sales letter, you're gonna have two versions, a short form and a long form. The short form is gonna convert into your long form. So your short form is gonna be something that you put at the end of your email. It should go in your signature line. Once you shoot it, you can add it to your signature line of your email. Now, obviously your longer form, which is gonna act as your listing presentation, that's gonna go on your YouTube channel, and that should be between like 30 minutes and 45 minutes. You wanna know what's really wild about this? You'll get listings in marketplaces that you don't have a license in, which is, anyone have EXP partners in other markets or like referral partners? You can start feeding your people and other markets with your video sales letter. It is an amazing magnet, and obviously you get a referral too, because people will start reaching out to you from all over the country saying, oh my God, I wish I had met you before I put my home on the market. Where do you work? Do you know someone in my market? So this is how we're gonna do it. So this is your template. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna think about our prospect. So obviously the prospect in what I just showed you is an expired listing. Someone whose home failed to sell when they were on the market. You want to make this very specific. Your video sales letter should speak directly to the avatar that you want to serve. Like specifically, I have 4 different video sales letters. One is me as a speaker, one is me as a listing agent, one is me as a real estate coach. You want to get really granular on this so that you're attracting the right client. Because if you want to work with $1 million sellers, you want to talk to what $1 million sellers are experiencing, right? So I'm going to go through this with, is anyone ready to do this with me? Raise your hand if you want to work on your video sales letter. All right, Ruben, tell me about your prospects. Who do you want to work with more?
Definitely with expired
sellers?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to educate our prospect. What do all expired sellers want to know about?
If you can actually sell my house.
Absolutely. And what's generally the first question that they ask you?
Yeah, how you
do differently?
What are you going to do differently? Why didn't my home sell? How come I'm getting all these phone calls? You're going to address all of these questions that they have because no other agent has actually given them an answer. They're just selling them on getting an appointment. So that's going to be the first thing we do. We educate our prospect. Now, in a short video sales letter and the one that goes in the bottom of your email, I'm not talking about the long form because we're short form. Short form is what gets them to click the long form. So in your short form, you're going to say, are you a home seller whose home failed to sell? Simple. Now we're going to tell their story. What is every expired listing's story?
It's a bad market.
Absolutely. What are some other things that they're saying to you? We're going to wait till we get our price. Say that again about the job, Marins.
The previous agent didn't do a good job.
Their previous agent didn't do a good job? Yep, absolutely. So we're going to tell their story now. Hi, it's Ruben. Did your home fail to sell? Are you wondering, is it the market? Was it my agent? Is it the interest rates? Because this is what they're worried about. Now you're going to quickly handle their objections. It's not the market. It could be your agent, and it's not the interest rates. If you would like to talk for 15 minutes about how you can get your home sold in 30 days or less, click on this video or this QR code to see how me, Ruben, has done that for some of your neighbors. That's your short form video. Simple to the point. Educate the prospect. The prospect is whoever your avatar is. If your avatar is expired sellers, you're going to tell their story, handle their objections. You're going to generate the lead because you want them to be a lead. So you have to tell them what to do next, how to engage with you. Now, if you guys don't want to have your listing presentation on YouTube that's 30 to 45 minutes, you can just ask them to call you. Me personally, I think it makes a lot more sense to move them from a short form to a long form, because by the time they're done with that long form, they've already decided that they want to hire Ruben. If Ruben does his whole listing presentation in a form of a YouTube video, they've watched the whole thing, they're not interviewing another agent. They're not asking him what his commission is. They're asking him, when can he start? Does anyone have any questions about that so far?
Do you address commission later or in your long form video?
In my long form, I do, specifically because I charge more than most realtors. My fee to list with me is 4%. And I address this directly in the video and about how that typically works out for my client, so I'm handling the objection in the video. Because that typically will become an objection for me. Can you do it for 2%? Can you do it for 3%? And I'll explain why I don't.
I just had that happen with Lisa, Jessica, and I've been using it. And today I got a listing appointment for an expired. Woo! With that video.
Let's go. How much is that expired?
So this one's actually 900K. Still a great price point. Not $1.6 million, but you know.
So low for you, Fonzo. I can't even.
Thank
So,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Fonzo, he's been in the business about 3 years. He only lists $1 million properties, and he's an incredible realtor partner if you need one. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead with your question.
One of the things that I love, I'm into the running community. It's something that I'm really into. So I love all the trail systems, properties, their proximity to all the incredible trail systems and the recreational lifestyle offerings within these beautiful communities. That's something also that I'm really interested in promoting. Do you think that's too micro
I think it's genius. I mean, it fits the whole lifestyle. Like, again, wealthy people are into time, fitness, health. These are things that you cannot buy. So yes, I would absolutely add that to what you're doing. Because you're selling a lifestyle.
And branding, I've had advice from my family to sort of start branding myself that way, like running on the trails in those areas, is doing little clips of me running in the areas and with the neighbors and that type of a thing. Is that something that you would include in your video?
Absolutely. I think it shows the lifestyle, and it would be something I would put into your longer video. The one that you put on YouTube. Yep. Right? Like, wouldn't you have rather that happen in 15 minutes so you could say, hey, good luck. Let me refer you to another agent. So if you can get better at leveraging digital assets, you're going to make more money. You're going to spend less time. And ultimately, that's why we got into this game, didn't we? Did we want to work a 9 to 5? I know I didn't.
So Jessica, that's totally what I want to do. So is that Zoom call more like a screening call, and then do you then eventually go to the house? Because they're not FaceTiming showing you the house, are they?
So sometimes I've never gone to the house. What I like to do is I have a very good relationship with both my sign delivery guy and my photographer. And when they go there, they know it. So now I've learned through the hard way. I ask them, like, are there any cat or pet smells? Because that does affect our ability to sell, right, guys? Food smells, things that are like something you can't see on Zoom. They'll tell me if there's like foundation cracks. Like, they'll kind of act as my eyes and tell me before we go live if there's a problem. And then it gives me the ability to have that conversation with the seller that, hey, look, we were not aware of this issue. This is going to affect your price. So we can either adjust the price to a price that will cause the home to sell, or we can just choose not to work with each other and you have my blessing to work with someone else.
Jessica, are you willing to share what you tell them, why your rate is 4%? Are you willing to share that with our group?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is my fee for the expertise and level of skills that I have at this point. And actually, I'm starting to charge 5% on listings that are under 500,000. Inflation has affected everyone. It takes a lot of staff, a lot of advertising to properly sell a home. And they are welcome to hire someone else if they don't feel that my service is justified. What's the real reason why we work with 4% clients? Marince knows the answer.
Gives you flexibility.
What else? It's not so much about you. Who is it really about? Why do we want 4% sellers?
Oh, motivated clients.
We know that they're going to value you and your work.
Exactly. It is a great screening tool for the jerks. One of my favorite things about charging 4% is it separates the people who value you, who will respect you, appreciate you, and you want to work with, versus the people who are going to give you a headache the entire time. What I like in this too is, have you ever like gone to get your hair done, your nails done, and someone charges more money but they're just better? Barber guys, I don't know. Like, you don't mind to spend the extra money because they do it the way you want. Right. What's the reason why you spend the money?
Service.
Better results.
Yep.
Quality.
So, it's the same with real estate. If they want results, they want service, and they want higher quality, they're gonna love to pay you more money because you're the first person that actually asked for it. And it shows that you value yourself, which people always respect someone who values themselves.
Can I ask a question about the VSL, Jessica? How are you positioning your VSL in terms of the algorithm and SEO? Is there anything behind that, or is it just kind of setting it up on YouTube? Or are you doing anything additional again with algorithm and on SEOs to be found easily?
Great question. If you don't have someone that you're paying to do this for you, the best thing to use is ChatGPT. So before I had like a professional social media team, I literally went into ChatGPT and I said, what keywords do expired sellers search? And I made sure that those words lined up with the title, with the hashtags, with what I was saying. A lot of what you guys need, you can find in ChatGPT. For example, like Lisa was asking me about, ultra high net worth buyers. I would personally, if it were me, I would go into ChatGPT and say, what are 10 things that high net worth home buyers are interested in? And then I would make a video on each thing and put that in your social media with a call to your long form VSL, your listing presentation.
Put it in your social media. Do you mean as a story, a post, a reel? What do you mean?
So what the formula that we like to use is short form to move them into long form for everything. So if you're gonna make a post about the top 10 trails in Sacramento, you should make a 30-second reel that leads them to a 20-minute YouTube video. And that 20-minute YouTube video could be like you out there hiking, you talking to people, you showing them the trails. If you have like someone who has a drone that could maybe do drones for you, that could be your long form. But your short form would be, do you enjoy an active lifestyle? Are you thinking about moving to Sacramento? Here are the top 10 trails that you and your family will love. Click the link below for a tour. And that would be your short form VSL into your long form.
So my name is Kelsey Charles. I am a real estate agent, sold over $150 million in home. I serve clients looking for a little piece of luxury in Hawaii, whether that be a primary home or a second, third vacation home. Objections. There's so much to do on Oahu. I've lived here for over a decade and I've never run out of options.
That's excellent. That's perfect. And why should they show them those options?
Because I have lived here for over a decade. I moved here at the age of 18 and I know the island very well.
Perfect. So are you thinking about moving to Hawaii? Maybe you're not sure if it's the perfect place to purchase a second home, or maybe you're just thinking about visiting. Are you concerned that you might run out of things to do? My name is Kelsey Charles, and I've lived here for 18 years, and I'm still finding new fun things. Here are my top 3 favorite things that I think you'll really enjoy. If you want to learn more about living on the island of Oahu and our beautiful real estate, please call the number below. I'm excited to show you.
Love that. Thank you so much.